they were in the when they were at the office, the adoption office, trying to get information about his adoption, um, and the faces of all the kids, man, all the little all the kids that uh, may or may not may or may not have been adopted. I think they were adopted. I don't know, but it just the faces of the kids and how uh, how happy they looked. But it was like you could just imagine someone being like, "Sit up." You need to smile. Your new family needs to see. Like that's what I saw with all the different races of kids and the age groups and the pictures on the walls.
Right.
And that was something that definitely was hitting hard. And then toward the end of that scene, she comes back and she gives him, the folder with the information about his mom, and him learning more about that. But that scene was vivid to me, just seeing all the different faces of the children.
Yeah, I really love that they added that, because it isn't necessarily about the story, but it's important in terms of this the foster care system in general, knowing that there are children out there who are I guess it is related, right? Knowing that there's kids out there, right, who don't have family, don't have support, don't feel loved, and they're dealing with trauma. Um, and I use the word humanize just in the sense of it puts it in front of you, like it puts the human experience in front of you, right? Like here's this overall story about this one kid, this one young child who's been through the foster care system, and he turned out okay, right? He turned out
Hmm.
okay because he had his discipline, he had the reading, he had outlets to help him escape. But not all the children have that. Not everyone gets out, or not everyone finds again closure that they need. So I really felt like, to your point, that was a beautiful addition because if it withdrew us from Antwone Fisher, but it still kept us within the story and the theme of just trauma and knowing that there are people out there looking for love, looking to be accepted. Yeah.
And
I was
even
one of those
like,
kids. Okay, Tazi.
no, 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 you go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh, no, I was gonna say I was one of those kids, man. Growing up, my mom was on drugs. My dad couldn't take care of us, so I was in foster care. I don't know, probably for like 3 or 4 years. And then as I got older, I used to get in trouble all the time, and ended up in a group home for a couple of years. And quite honestly, everybody has horror stories, but I had good experiences. Like I had okay experiences. My foster mom and foster family did a good job taking care of us. The group home I went to, it's called the Children's Village in Dobbs Ferry, New York. Hands down, one of my best. Like I learned what brotherhood was because I was there with all these other young men that weren't just black, weren't just white. There was a mix of races, and they were like my brothers. And I was there for like 2 years. So I know what it's like to be in those situations, and I was lucky because my parents, both my mom and my dad, and some of my other family members, they used to always make sure I was good. So if something were to happen, they were there. My mom came to see me every week. My dad came to see me every week until she got herself together. So I was fortunate to have, and I'm really really appreciative for it because there's a lot of kids who go in these systems and never get out. They have to stay there until they're an adult, and it takes a
Yeah.
toll on you. So that's why this film hit me even more because like you're saying, Cliff, there's a lot that I see. I see a lot of myself in Antwone Fisher, um, and to see him get to the point where he gets at the end of the film, I just felt like, yo, my brother did it, right? I was like, yo, my big brother, Derek, man, like Antoine, you did it, bro. Um, so, uh, so yeah, that. And I just wanted to add that real quick.